Hey, what's going on with it once again? Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony for 2011, aka Criticism Guide 2009, of course, Nintendo Sony for 2011. So, real quick, I was just looking at my poster back there. It fell earlier this morning, I don't know why. But yeah, real quick before I do this, three small little announcements. I already said this on my Criticism Guide 2019 when I did my Spider-Man 2, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie review. Check that shit out if you want. I'll put it in the link below. It's probably not going to go up till Tuesday. It's been like 2 weeks, maybe 3 since the last time I posted a video. I know it's Twilight's Kingdom 1 and 2 when I did the reaction reviews for that, and that's pretty much the last 2 I did. And I think I did that other one too, which was one with the Obax Scribblers. One of her was one of her comic book though. But the reason I've been gone for a while is I've been selling a couple of these on this fucking super pwn thing I've been doing for a while. Old junk I didn't really need anymore. I got maybe 40, 50 bucks out that whole thing. Pretty damn good deal. And I know I do my 2 jobs in real life a couple times, but usually that's been kicking my ass besides work and shit like that. There was that. And I've been going to this place for a little while. I'm probably going to be going out for the next 3 months, so videos are probably going to be scarce for the next 3 months. Except maybe once out of the week I'll probably still do them, but once September comes around the corner, I'll be doing them daily. So sorry, I've been lacking a lot in the videos. I do apologize on my behalf. That's solely and completely my fault. None of you guys are to blame except by myself. Except to myself, you know? I'm the only one that's pretty much for the blame. Alright, and then this one right here, I've been working on this for a lot lately since I had my time off lately. Thank God, finally got time to do video. I'm going to try to keep this like under 10, maybe 20 minutes. 15 I'm trying to aim for, but I doubt it. So you can just skip all these updates if you don't care. But if you do, I care about you very much. You guys are awesomer than normal. I'm going to be doing good maybe 15 different like YouTube channel reviews on other people's profiles and what they're all about and how I feel about them, whether it's positive or negative. Obviously, it's most likely more positive than negative, obviously, since I'm subscribed to them, you know, nonetheless. You know? Oh, and this video is brought to you by, and I haven't said this in a while, Powerade. Of course, they're going to sponsor the FIFA shit. They're billionaires. So why wouldn't they, you know? But, yeah, so, the 3 things I'm going to go for, like, the reason why these top 10 Pokemon trainer sprites are the top 10 is, number 1, their memorabilia, or, like, pretty much why they're so memorable. Number 2, their design and everything like that. And number 3, what types of Pokemon they use. I'm not going to say if they're in the anime or manga or in the games. Most of them obviously they're in the video games, so let's not get that twisted. So, coming in at number 10 as the camper trainers, or picnickers, if you want to call them that. So, oh yeah, and by the way, I put a little bit more extra gel in my hair, so if you're wondering why it's a little white, that's the reason. I use this little Mexican gel, it's called Mocha de Gorilla. I don't know, Gorilla Snot, Gorilla Boogers, I think that's what it's called. It's Mocha de Gorilla. It's really fucking strong, that shit. There's actually alcohol in there, too. So, if you're over 18 or over 21, go ahead and use it. Especially if you're Hispanic. You'll really love the shit out of it. So, yeah. Oh, and if you're wondering about this Ultra Rare Venusaur EX Full Art, there's another thing behind it, not as important, Starmie Reverse. Check that shit out, man. I already showed you that to you guys when I did my X and Y opening. Hopefully you saw that. And if you didn't, I'll probably post it this Tuesday if you didn't see it. I'll do it again. So the reason why this guy's very memorable is that I used to have a really fun time like battling this guy, especially when I was grinding up and leveling my Pokemon. Whenever I would go into Pokenav, or aka the Pokemon Navigator, as most of you people know, I used to like battling these guys because they're usually almost everywhere. They were in the mountains. The 2 main places they were at, either in the mountains or the forest. I don't know why. They just really love those areas for some reason. Their design, obviously, they look like little 10-year-olds, and I'll probably make a couple movie references. They kind of remind me of that kid that was from The Problem Child. If any of you people are 90s kids, or maybe even 80s kids, you probably remember that like movie really good. It was that dude that played Iago's voice, really fucking annoying but funny as shit. He reminded me of The Problem Child for some reason. I don't know why. Except he wouldn't make smart-ass comments to you. The only smart-ass comments to you he would make is like, I'm ready, I'm going to battle you. They were kind of like the youngsters a little bit, but they were like the Tarzan version of the youngsters. I don't know why. That's just how they appealed to me. And I think most of the Pokemon they would use, if it wasn't normal type, they usually ground type. The main 2 that they used a lot was Geodude and Sandshrew. Excuse me. And just had a big dinner. Had like some fucking really big ass Mexican food with carne asada shit and fucking nachos. So Sorry about that. I might be a little loosey. And I'm a little tired too, so. That's why it's number 10 on this. And spoiler alert, there's going to be a top 5 honorable mention, so if you want to leave now, I completely understand. So coming in at number 9, hopefully it comes out, this one right here, the Pokemon Maniacs. There's another one that's called Rune Mania, but unfortunately he's not on this list. So the reason why he's on this list, why he's so memorable to me, I could not wrap my head around what the heck was that Pokemon that was on his shirt. I don't know if it was like a mix between a Cubone, not a Cubone, it was like a Marowak fused with a Pikachu mixed with a Sandshrew. I don't know. That's what he looked like to me every time I saw that. And he always had that, he always looked like the mascot of Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Since, you know, we got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire coming out. Of course, what better time would it be to put some home region honorable mention moments, because it's been over a month since I wanted to do this video, and I'm finally getting to it, thank God. But yeah, pretty much that's why he's memorable. He had the little claws on the bottom of his, like, on the bottom of his shoes and shit. I don't know if that was paying homage to, like, Marowak or Kangaskhan. I have no clue who it was, but he looked hilarious while doing it. I used to love, like, battling the Pokemon Maniacs, or Pokemaniacs, I think that's what they were called. Or Weirdos, I don't even know. The second thing was their concept design. Like I said, it pretty much goes hand in hand, so I'm not even going to explain that. Except he always had his hands up in the air like he was about to be in the attack or a prowl. You just give him like a Cubone's boomerang or boomerang, and he looks like a human Cubone. I don't know. And then like the last but not least one, I said why is he memorable, concept design, and what Pokemon types did he use. The main two Pokemon I remember him using is a lot of Rock and Steel types. I don't know why that, or just extremely overpowerful. He was pretty much like the Ace trainers, or cool trainers in a way, because they would, pretty much these Pokemon trainers, like the Pokemaniacs, they would use all different types of Pokemon types under the sun, pretty much, literally. The main two I see them use, though, is a lot of Steel and Rock types, especially with Rhydon and Aggron. I don't know why, I usually just saw them too. And if it wasn't now, it was either their smaller mini evolution, which was Rhyhorn, Aeron, or Aron, however you want to fucking pronounce it, and then Lyron, or Lyron. So he's number 8 on the list, or actually, excuse me, 9 on the list. I mean, I'm number 8 on the list. I'm not sure if that's number 8. Hold on. Yeah, that's number 8. So coming in number 8 on the list is these guys right here, the trainer athletes, Poke athletes. There's the other one with the swimmers and shit, but I may or may not get to that later. Why they're so memorable? Pretty much, I didn't really care for the male one. I care for the female one a lot more, as you can imagine. Look at the legs and ass on that thing. Can you believe that? And they're pixelated too. It's crazy. Yeah, that one was cute as fuck. I loved watching her shit. Every time I kicked her ass and everything was awesome. Why they're memorable? Most of them were pretty much on, I forgot what the fucking name was called. I think it was Maulville Road, or Maulville City, Maulville Road, I think. Yeah, they were on that area where you go to the secret base. Not the secret base, but I think it was called the Maulville, like, electricity plant. I'm not sure what it's called. My memory is shit when I try to remember Pokemon stuff, like the cities and locations. Yeah, but I remember it's like an abandoned factory or what have you. But pretty much other than that, the reason why they're memorable to me, because they were on, like, pretty much paying homage to, like, it's like how Victory Road, not how Victory Road was, but Cycling Road was in 1st and 2nd gen. Because when 3rd generation came out, Maulville Road was the Cycling Road. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep having Victory Road and Cycling Road mixed up. Yeah, those are pretty much the roads of this generation. This was the Victory Road of the Hoenn region. That's why they're memorable, because most of those trainers were on there, the trainer athletes. The second thing, their concept design, they're always on bikes all the time. If they're not on bikes, they're swimming in the water, they're running in places, they're running in different laps in different areas of the region. And if they're not doing either of those things, let me think. Then they might be one of the karate fighters or karate masters, because they look very buff. So they're putting steroid injections like a motherfucker just to, like, do all the trainer athlete shit. And let's see, that's like concept design, and what makes them memorable, I already went through that. What type of Pokemon is it? Excuse me. Sorry, it's like 12 a.m. right now, but other than that, fucking hell, what can I say, you know, most of the Pokemon they use is either electric or steel types. Mostly Voltorb and Magnemite and Magneton were the main 3 I saw them use most of the time. in that form. And when they were in other forms, they would use pretty much every element type known to Pokemon Man, literally. So, but the main two I saw them use was Electric and Steel, and that's why they're number 8 on the list. And coming in at number 7, aha. So, Team Magma, I think I might have put Team Aqua on this list. It's been over a month, so I can barely remember for the life of me. The Team Magma team, and then of course these two right here, the Executive Girl and the Executive Boy right there, the CEOs, Association CEOs, because I know Maxie and Archie were the CEOs. They were like second in command, I don't know. And let me drink my Powerade, because I'm starting to get a little thirsty, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, let's see, what can I say about Team Magma? Obviously, they're extremely memorable. I know it's pretty much under, not even unfair, so they're number 7 on the list. They should be a lot higher in the top 5, but unfortunately they're not. I don't know why. I decided to do that a month ago. But, obviously the girls, do I really have to say anything more? They were cute, they were sexy as fuck, they were hot pieces of ass I wanted to fuck back in the day, even though I knew they weren't real, but still. A guy can dream, you know? Or a kid can dream at that time, because I was like in my early teens when this shit came out for 3rd gen. Let's see, what else can I say? I really like the memorabilia. What makes them very nostalgic to me is because this was the first time that we had 2 different teams. I don't know what it was. It reminded me of the real life gang of Norteños and Sureños, or Bloods and Crips, except instead of Team Aqua Magma having guns and firearms and shooting the shit out of each other like we would in the real world in reality. Unfortunately, that's how society is these days. Over a stupid-ass fucking color, for that matter, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my race is guilty for that shit, too. And Norteños and Sureños and shit. If you're Hispanic, you know about that shit, obviously. But yeah, I don't know why my nose is fucking itching like a motherfucker. The reason why I put them on the list at number 7, I don't even know. I have no clue. I can't give you guys that information, but I will say this, I think it was the costume design. That's what made it very memorable. They were in the anime manga, surprisingly. I know I said I wasn't going to compare them to anime manga, but they were in those series. I remember watching them very thoroughly, especially when Pikachu got straight out demon possessed when the red orb like fused into his soul and his body. It was fucking crazy. Literally, beyond all spectrums. That thing was fucking crazy. So yeah, there's that. And need I say more about the grunts? Grunts really didn't make that much of a standout in the anime. In the games, they made more of a standout because you had to fight a shit ton of them. You had to fight 10 times more the Magma and Aqua grunts than you did like the Ruby and Sapphire, Crystal and Emerald. It was an expansion, obviously. And let's see about their design. You know, they look like little. I don't know what it was, but the way they had their little ear things, they look like they had like teddy bear ears or something. They look like humanized versions of like burning hot panda bears, because they had those 2 little weird doggy ear things on their the little doggy ear things on their hoods. And the Pokemon they use the most obviously is fire types. Nothing new there. And I know Team Magma and Aqua, they both used Mighty Anna, so that's nothing new there. Except Team Aqua, they used Sharpedo more than they did Mighty Anna. And that's what makes them memorable. So coming in at number 6, we have this one right here, the Hex Girl. Holy fucking god. This thing scared the shit out of me when I saw it. I mean, literally. Obviously, uses a lot of ghost types. She rarely uses ever any psychic or dark types. Mostly sticks to ghost types. I already talked about the typing there, but memorabilia. Why is she so memorable and nostalgic for me? Even though it's weird because this wasn't in the 90s or 2000s when it came out, 2003. The reason why she's very like appealing to me, why she stuck out to me most in this top 10 list as number 6, for that matter. She looked like Kamek a little bit from Yoshi's Island. If any people don't know who Kamek was, I'll put a link down below so you could see the picture. She was that girl or boy that was like on the broom. I could never tell if that was a boy or a girl in the original one, because I know there's the new Yoshi's Island 3DS. They always put new at the end when it's really old. They just put a couple of adjustments to it, because the younger kid generations are probably like under 18 and under, way younger than me, because I'm like in my mid-20s. Like, they probably didn't have no idea about what the Super Nintendo was, which is clearly back there behind me. I don't know if you people can see it. My Game Boy Color and shit. I'm a 90s kid. What can you do, you know? Fucking great times about that. I have very amazing, beautiful, nostalgic memories out there. Not all of them were good. Some were shit. I'll admit that, but not all the time. But yeah, other than that, and plus I got Venusaur right here too with the full art. Even though he's in a new generation with the new Pokemons and stuff, he's still an old schooler, and that's why I love him. Same with Blastoise, I like him more, I don't know why. And you already know how I feel about Charizard, he's just overrated. Except in the games and the card art, I love him there, but the anime, they just made him look like a pussy. That's just my opinion. They really pussy whooped the crap out of Charizard in the anime, not really. It didn't really piss me off, it made me shake my head a little bit, you know? But I tolerated it, I was like, what the fuck ever. But yeah, let's get back to this Hex girl. I don't know what it was, but most of her typing, like I said, was mostly ghost types. So you either use Ghastly, Hunter, Gengar, Duskull, or Dusclops, either one. Bayonet, Shuppet, whatevs, didn't matter. Because the Mega Evolutions didn't exist for these Pokemon yet. You know, obviously. Almost years down the line. It was like 12 years later, of course, or 11. I don't know how you want to put it. She had that witch's hat, like I said, makes her look like Kamek. And I already said why she's so memorable and nostalgic. Actually, no, there is one thing another extra thing why I think she's memorable and nostalgic. She looks like the female version of the evil scientist guys from 1st and 2nd gen. I think in 3rd generation they might have had them, I forgot. And 4th, 5th, and 6th, I completely have no idea. I did play the games, by the way, I'm just saying. Other than that, that's pretty much all I had to say on number 6, the Hex Girl. And the design already went over that. That's cool. She has 2 Pokeballs on her clothes. It's kind of weird. So coming in at number 5, this girl right here, the fighter jumping girl. The reason why she's on this list, she looks like some fucking Lara Croft, badass fucking chick that's from fucking female version of Harley Davidson. The girl that was on Grease way back in the day before I was even alive. The one that says, we go together, something, night lasts forever. Some fucking song like that. I'm not no professional on Broadway and shit. Maybe some of you people are. You can tell me what song that is. I don't know. It could be common sense to you, but it's not to me. Because I don't follow Broadway shit like that. But yeah, no offense if you get offended like that. But the reason why she was on there, she looked like a Lara Croft ninja version of fucking Pokemon, you know? She looked freaking hardcore. She looked badass to the core, you know? Pretty much her concept design, memorabilia, why she looks so cool is because obviously she's a fighting type trainer, so you know what Pokemon she's gonna have. Obviously, I just gave it away right there. She had those really badass Harley Davidson, freaking awesome little these gloves right here. That made her look so fucking badass and G as shit. Literally, she is straight out fucking G with that shit, man. But other than that, the little Naruto thing. She looked like a purple-haired version of Ino from fucking Naruto. Or Naruto. That's what she looked like to me. I don't know why. And of course, all the Pokemon types she used, strictly all fighting types. Obviously. So that's number 5 on the list. So number 4 on the list is this chick, the last chick. Last has been around since Generation 1. And I did 2 videos on that. I'll put the links down below if you haven't seen those 2. And I still got 3 more videos to go after this, but that's probably not going to be till next week. This coming week, next week, or next month. Who knows? Who knows when it'll be. But yeah, this chick right here, holy fucking god, the last man. The main Pokemon I remember them having is not just poison types. They mostly had a lot of normal types. Correct me if I'm wrong, they might have had a couple of grass types too, and bugs. I don't know. So the reason why I put her on this list, I don't know why, but I gotta make another anime reference. She had that same hairstyle like that girl Rukia did, or Rukia, from the Bleach series. I don't know why, but I mean, if you look closely, check that out. Her hair looks exactly almost the same. You know, it's very pixelated. Just heed on my word, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So there's that little concept right there. I don't know, some throwback Easter egg thing from Bleach. I don't fucking know. And of course, you got the little mini skirt and shit like that. I know it's gonna sound really fucking crazy and out of line, but there's gonna be a crap ton of pedophiles that are gonna like that crap. I'm just saying. I'm not one of them. I'm just saying. It's back in the day when I was that age. That bitch was hot as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. You know they're not real, you know? So in a way it's almost okay. But if it's like real life little girls that are doing that, that shit isn't okay. That is really fucking bad. But yeah, other than that, what else can I say about her? That's pretty much it there. And design wise, I already talked about her stockings, her skirt, her fucking her schoolgirl attitude, you know. Just kinda got that I don't give a fuck, you know, snap, snap, snap type of attitude. I don't know. Something the Morenos do usually most of the time. Especially they did a lot in the 90s. And like I said, most of the Pokemon she uses is not normal types, either poison or grass. or any other type under the sun. So coming in number 3, 2, and 1. Number 3, obviously people know why I chose number 3. Now I'm starting to get really perverted on this shit. The swimmer girls, and obviously pretty much a big factor of what she's wearing, why she's almost in the top 3. Being a crazy old school pervert that I was back then, I loved the living hell out of this fucking Sprite. This trainer Sprite, beautiful shit. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'll be 110% honest with you. I used to fat the hell out of that bitch. I'm serious. I used to just jack the fuck off on that girl. I know, it sounds crazy. It's ridiculous. Thank God I don't do that shit anymore. But back then I did that shit a lot. Especially when I was in my middle school years or in high school. Not even get started with those years. Long story short, I had crazy fucking times. With myself, unfortunately. I know I did have real life friends and shit, but when I didn't have them around, that was my private time. But yeah, obviously the concept design, real beautiful, sexy. The tits, the ass, and the pussy and everything looks great, amazing on her. And she's a video game character. I know it's not real. There it goes right there. Fucking dun 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 dun. It's like a fucking game show that I'm doing or some shit. Okay, so other than that, what else can I say? The design concept looks pretty damn good. It's sexy. It's awesome. It's appealing. I know little boys probably would have been horny if they saw that shit in real life. What else? And sometimes she was with the little boy too. I really didn't make no concept sense. Like that was the little sister, and the other one was the big. She was the big sister, and he was the little brother. I don't fucking know. Excuse me. And then the last but not least thing I really want to get out the way is her hair. It looks like a homage or a tribute. You know, it's pretty much a nod to the fans that looks like Nurse Joy with a bikini on. That's what I think, in my opinion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the Pokemon she uses, obviously, it's water type. Mostly she would use Wingull and Tentacool, or Tentacruel, whatever their evolution line was. Those are the 4 Pokemon that she would use. And then once in a while she used Staryu and Wailmer, and then maybe Walrein, I don't know. And Spiel and Celia. Okay, number 2 and number 1 is obviously going to be females. I'm surprised I didn't put her ass at number 1, but I decided to put her number 2. Would have gave her too much credit. Beauties. Pretty much she goes hand in hand with her, the last, and that other female trainer, which I'm trying to think. The female cyclist girl. The Poke trainer athlete girl. The reason why she's on there, obviously sexy, beautiful. I don't have to keep repeating myself. Nice tits, ass, pussy, etc., etc., etc. Design-wise, I don't know what it was, but she gave me kind of this vibe or whatever, and I think this was way before or after this movie came out, but many people remember that Glenn Close movie, The Devil Wears Prada? That's what she looked like a little bit, the way she was wearing that turtleneck and executive vest and shit. It's like she was trying to be a slutty secretary at the office. That's the kind of vibe I was getting from her. She looked like some hentai, harem, oni-chan porn, hentai porn for some girl that was about to get tentacle raped. That's what I saw. And this is like 14-year-old me we're talking about, so my hormones were raging like a motherfucker back then, you know. You had to give me some slack, you know. I had to cut me some slack back in the day. But yeah, that's how it was for me. And every time she showed that Pokeball, it looks like she was levitating it with her powers or some shit. But she didn't even have powers. The only power she had was sexiness, and that was it. Pizzazz. The 2 main Pokemon I remember she had was the 2 rival Pokemon, which was Seviper and Zangoose. As far as her being in the anime, I have no idea. I doubt it. And I already went through all the designs and stuff, and it's time to go to number 1. And she was kind of like the stereotype blonde too, I guess. Sandy blonde hair, pretty much this thing right here. And number fucking 1 is... I shouldn't make this number 1, because she's awesome as fuck. I already named her number 1 before. Let me see. I was Pokemon there. Let me exit out all these fucking things real quick. Okay. This might take a good 2 minutes, so if you want to skip the video, I completely understand. Okay, we went through the Hex already. That was number 6. Number 5 was her, Fighter Girl. Or Battle Girl, I think that's what her name was. I don't know why I kept calling her Fighter Girl. Last was number 4. Number 3 was this girl. Number 2 and 1 was Beauty and the other chick. I have no idea who the other one was. Number 2 and number 1 right here. These were both number 1 actually. The Flower Girl, the Amora Lady, and this chick right here. The female Pokemon Rescue Girl. The reason why I put her, she was a lot more cooler than this girl, but I put her as a tie. She reminded me a lot of that girl that was in the Pokemon range, the one that had the blue hair and she had the hair sticking up like a W or some shit like that. That's why I put her in there, because she was a really reminiscent to that special anime episode where she rescues Pokemon. Where she says, capture, release. I need people to remember that mystic wand that she would use, capture, and then boom, release. After that, she would like use Pokemon and she would put them under a spell. She was like a technological ranger, wild witch girl. I don't know what it was. That's what I saw in her. And concept art design, she looks really fucking badass. She looks vamp as fuck. If Indiana Jones would have had a daughter, that's probably what she would have looked like in an anime form instead of real life. That's what I'm saying. Or Nathan Drake or Laura Croft. Those expeditionists are like really super extreme with shit, you know? That type of shit. But other than that, what else can I say? The Pokemon that she would use, I remember the main two she used was Tropius and Tropius, however you want to call it. Breloom. I called it Breloom. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Sorry. That's how I like saying it, Breloom. I don't care if it's right or wrong. It's fucking cool with me. Let's see. I mean, I'll respect your opinion if you respect mine. That's what I'm trying to get at. Let's see. Another reason why she was on this list because of a nice short skirt and nice tits and butt. I don't really have to keep repeating that shit, obviously. For my time at 14, I was very fucking horny for that shit. I don't know why. I was just me. I was a crazy fucking horn dog back then. I still am now, just way less nowadays. I'm a lot more mature about it now. Let's see. And the Pokemon that she would use, I remember most of the time she was in that area where it would always rain all the time, where the Weather Institute was at. Pretty much that's where she was at. And then the other girl, the Amora lady, I remember she was usually the ones, I think 4th and 5th gen later on, that's the girl that would give you a lot of the berries and shit like that in the flower garden. She would always be like the main protagonist in there. So if you finished all the games, you got all the badges, got all the Elite Four things, you battled all the people at Battle Frontier, and if you beat a lot of people on Wi-Fi and pretty much did everything else called Legendaries, called the event Pokemon, that's where you should go. Because she was fucking cool. And Pokemon she would use, obviously grass types, once in a while bug types, and that was pretty much it there. And yeah, design was decent. I wasn't crazy about it, but I love the cute little smile she gives you. So, honorable mentions now. I'm going to speed the crap out of this thing, so forgive me if I offend you with that. These guys right here, number 1. Number 2 is the Ninja Boy Lao. He was cool. I liked his coughings and poison types. Number 3 was Team Aqua Girl right there. Honorable mention number 4 is the Paracel Lady. And last but not least, my bitch, my freaking video game wife, fucking Flannery. I can't even begin to explain how beautiful this angel was. Fucking Flannery for the win all the way. Hopefully she comes back. I wouldn't be surprised if Game Freak probably ends up putting like ass and booty shorts on her and makes her get a bikini and stuff later on, because there was a lot. I shit you not, a shit ton out there, even back then all the way up to now, counting 12 years worth of a lot of Flannery sexual hentai art, and I pretty much fapped to every single one of them back in the day, I'm not gonna lie. I was crazy as hell about this girl. Her, besides that other girl, I want to say either Winona or the Hawaiian girl. It wasn't Lorelei, that was first generation. What the fuck was her name? Phoebe. Those are the 2 girls that were pretty as shit to me. I loved the fucking shit out of them. In a good way. You know, these people are freaking amazing. I know they were just sprites, they didn't exist, but in my mind's eye, back in the day, especially my teen years, just growing up, just figuring out what hentai was and shit, I was crazy in love with them. No fucking pun intended on that shitty ass Beyonce song. Even though that was actually big in 03 too, which is crazy. They fell in the same years. But yeah, that's all I had to say for now, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know I'm a month late on it, but hey, gotta give me time, so maybe this coming week, next week, or next month, hopefully I'll get the Sinnoh one, and then after that, the Unova and Kalos trainer sprites, best trainer sprites videos up and running pretty soon, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, video sponsored by Powerade. If any football fans are out there, fucking FIFA 2014, hopefully your team wins, or soccer team, because the Spanish is football. I don't know, Mexicanos and like freaking Spanish are huge as fuck on that thing. I'm not really crazy about it, because maybe being half Puerto Rican, I like a lot more boxing and shit. I don't know. But that's all I have to say for now, so like I always do say, peace out once again. bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. We'll see when I see you guys every day. Have a good night with around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't drink the reckless. See you soon. See you around. Peace out. Ladies, goodbye. Talk to you soon. Late, I'm out. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you're at in the world. Deuces, I'm out of here. And 2 small updates. I'm going to be doing every single My Little Pony Friendship is Magic like reaction review up until like I think Simple Ways. That's when I stop. Because I already did regular reviews for them. And then like in the months to come, September, October, right before like a month or two in October or November, when Season 5 of MLPFIM starts, I'm just going to do pure reaction reviews instead of just the whole thing with me sitting next to a computer and talking about their pictures instead, you know? But that's all I had to say. Small update I had to give out there. Deuces, I'm out. I'll talk more about Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and the Super Smash Bros. Shit. And E3, I am definitely doing a freaking video on my thoughts on E3 coming next month in June. Definitely staying tuned for that shit, alright? Deuces, I'm gone, and take it easy, be safe, and talk to you later, people. I'm out. Peace.